In this chapter, I'm going to talk about the CFT team roles. I'll explain how to set up a virtual team in order to edit, review, and validate a CFT. For a CFT to be published properly, a team with at least 2 different users is needed. Users can have one or more of the following roles: Procurement Officer, Editor, Editor Plus, Validator, Validator Plus. So, the Procurement Officer manages the publication and the Editor collaborates on the preparation of the CFT. The Validator only has one task, which is to approve the CFT framework.
Very important.
You also have the Editor Plus, an editor who can additionally request framework approval, and the Validator Plus, a validator who can additionally manage the documents. Please note that a role is not a user. Multiple roles can be covered by a single person. You can choose one of the combinations of roles that e-tendering offers. In the production environment, you need at least 2 different people to publish a CFT. So, for instance, one person could have 2 roles and the other only one. The person who created the CFT is automatically given the role of Procurement Officer. For now, the CFT only has one team member, which is you, and you have the role of Procurement Officer. But in order to make any more progress on the CFT, you need to assign the roles of Editor and Validator to your colleagues in the CFT. Please be aware that the roles of Procurement Officer, Editor and Validator have nothing to do with real-life roles in EU institutions, agencies or bodies. Your real-life role is not automatically transferred to TED e-tendering. Even if you're a Procurement Officer at the Publications Office, you still need to be given the role of Procurement Officer in a CFT.
Also very important.
The roles you have while working on a CFT in e-tendering are flexible. For example, you could be an editor in one CFT and a validator in another. The roles have to be assigned for every CFT. If you're the Procurement Officer, you can change your roles and your colleagues' roles in the Team tab of the CFT. So, enough theory. Let's look at how we assign roles. First, in your CFT, click on the Team tab. In the box entitled Current Team Members, you'll only see one team member. That's you. As Procurement Officer, you're the only one who can make changes to the CFT team. So, as each CFT needs to have a Procurement Officer, an Editor and a Validator, we'll assign those roles now. Click on Add Member. Here, you type in the new member's user ID and/or last name and/or first name. Select the contracting authority. You need to fill in at least one of the fields. Click on Search. From the list, choose the user you want to add to the CFT and click on Select. Now, back in the team overview, next to your new team member, you can select their role. You can also assign multiple roles to one user if you want, by choosing one of the pre-existing combinations. If you're happy with your choice, click on Save. For training purposes, you can just assign all 3 roles to one user so that you don't need to keep logging out and in again with different usernames. So now change your own role to Procurement Officer and Editor and Validator. Now, with your roles assigned, you can proceed with publishing your CFT. You can also change the roles in your team later. To do so, you go to the Team tab and click on Edit Team.